Hello, welcome to Anybody Can Learn. Today we are going to solve some practice question. But before that, I am requesting you to please watch our previous video because in that video I had explained a concepts which we will be using for today to solve a question. Question 7. Consider a dataset that has 2000 samples where each sample belongs to R40. PCA is applied to this dataset and the top 5 principal components are written, while the remaining principal components are discarded. Assume that storing one real number requires 1 unit of memory. Find the percentage decrease in storage space after compressing the dataset using PCA. Answer your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So, the given data is that number of samples denoted with small n is equal to 2000. Original dimension small d is equal to 40. R40 means dimension is 40. Return principal component small k is equal to 5. So what do you mean by R40? R40 means every sample contains 40 real numbers entries, or every sample contains 40 features. So X is our sample. X is a column vector with 40 entries. So this is our sample number 1. Similarly, we have a sample number 2 which is a column vector with 40 entries. So sample number 3 is also a column vector with 40 entries. This goes till our last sample, which is a sample number 2000, which is a column vector with 40 entries. Now calculate the storage for original dataset. This can be calculated by the formula n into d, where n is a number of samples and d is a dimension of original dataset. So original storage is equal to 2000 multiplied by 40 equal to 80,000. So original storage is equal to 80,000 units. Now calculate the storage of dataset after applying the PCA, that is principal component analysis. After applying the PCA, the data get compressed. Question says that retain 5 principal components. Each sample is now represented using only 5 members. So sample 1 has only 5 entries. So sample 1 is column vector with 5 entries. Similarly, sample 2 is column vector with 5 entries. Sample 3 is column vector with 5 entries. This goes till our last sample, that is sample number 2000, which is a column vector with 5 entries. So compressed data storage is calculated by formula n into k, where n is number of sample and k is number of retained principal component. Therefore, compressed data storage is equal to 2000 multiplied by 5 is equal to 10,000 unit. So compressed data storage is 10,000 unit. Now understand why the PC, that is principal component, contain 40 numbers. That is principal component has 40 features. A principal component is not just a label. It is a directional arrow or a vector drawn inside our original data space. But our original data space has 40 dimensions. So any directional line drawn here means our original data space must have 40 coordinates to show its pointing way. It is a straight line drawn through the data cloud along the highest spread. Because it cannot skip any of the original 40 dimensions, it must store exactly 40 numbers. So now consider that U1 is our principal component. So principal component is drawn inside our original data set. Therefore, it is a column vector with 40 entries. The entries of the principal component are also called as weight. So first entry indicate weight for feature 1. Second entry indicate weight for feature 2. Similarly, last entry, that is entry number 40, indicate weight for feature 40. Now calculate the store required for principal component. Even after compression, we cannot lose the structure. We must store the actual principal component vector. Each principal component has 40 numbers. So there are 5 principal components which are written. So the storage required for the principal component can be calculated by the formula d multiplied by k, where d is a dimension of original data set and k is number of principal component written. Therefore, storage is equal to 40 into 5. 40 into 5 is equal to 200 units. So the principal component storage is 200 units. Total compressed storage has two parts. First part is compressed data set and second part is principal component storage. Total compressed storage is calculated by the formula compressed data set plus principal component storage, that is n into k plus d into k. Just now we calculated the compressed data set as 10,000 units and principal component storage as 200 units. So total compressed storage is equal to 10,000 plus 200. This will give 10,200 units. So total compressed storage is 10,200 units. Now calculate the saved storage. Saved storage is calculated by subtracting original storage minus compressed storage. Original storage is 80,000 units and compressed storage is 10,000 minus 10,200 units. This will give 69,800 units. So we save 69,800 units. The percentage decrease of storage is calculated by the formula original storage minus compressed storage divided by original storage multiplied by 100. So original storage minus compressed storage is 69,800 divided by 80,000 multiplied by 100. 69,800 units divided by 80,000 means 0.8725. Multiply this with 100. This is equal to 87.25. So our final answer is 87.25. 25%. Important formulas are original storage is equal to n into t, where n is number of samples and t is original dimension or original features. Compressed storage is n into k plus d into k, where n is number of samples and k is retained principal component. D is original dimension, means original dataset dimension or original feature, and k is retained principal component. Percentage decrease is calculated by the formula original storage minus compressed storage divided by original storage whole multiplied by 100. Thank you.